And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning into a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this evening. We have a wonderful guest with us tonight, one who's going to give us some amazing information as well as inspiration, and that is none other than the social media phenom, an entrepreneur, a nation baby, and just a very successful brother with a positive energy. That is none other than our brother Saladin, aka Righteous Child, Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Sir, happy Savior's Day.
Happy Savior's Day to you as well. At Savior's Day, there were a lot of people coming up to me, talking about the People's Podcast and, just having a Savior's Day spirit. But there was just a large crowd following this brother around and people showing you love, coming to you and just dapping you up. And I said, who is this man? Like, I had to know. And then when I got to meet you, it made sense why you had that attracting power of the believers to you with your sense of humor and charisma. First of all, how did your page get started?
Man. It's a good little story. I remember 2019, it was before Savior's Day 2020, and there was this page that came out called NOI Memes. The sister still hasn't revealed herself or who owns it, but I had a talk with her. Woo. She doesn't really post on the page anymore. She hasn't posted in probably a year now, but she used to post NOI memes, and they wouldn't be like her memes. A couple of them would, but like majority of them would be memes that the believers they sent in for them to post on the page. And I remember I used to send in memes to them, and every meme I would send in, it would be a banger. And then it got to a point where it was like after the pandemic, or like in that area, it got to a point where it was like certain memes they couldn't post because it's you just got to be that guy to post certain memes, or that person to post certain memes, because you gonna get a phone call. It's gonna be some like them. So I'm looking at your page. And is this becoming of a Muslim?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You will get that phone call. So it was like, you know what? It was a couple months after the pandemic started. I said, let me do my own little thing. Let me make a little page. And I was like, at first it was Righteous Kid. And then somebody was like, no, make it something else. We not kids. I was like, Righteous Child. And all the OGs know my old profile pic. We used to use a lot of Hotep memes. My old profile pic was a picture of NBA Youngboy with a Hotep hat on, looking like this. Old school. And then so at first it was me with the help of my brother Joshua in New York. So if you know brother Joshua in New York, hometown savior, that's my guy. That's one of my best friends in the nation.
Okay.
He helped me out with a lot of the memes, because me and him growing up in the nation, a lot of those memes is like you only gonna get them if you really studying, because there's things that's in the supreme wisdom, and then there's stuff that's just you learn throughout lectures and being in the nation, that's just like inside jokes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he helped me out with a lot of those memes, and at a certain point he couldn't help me make them out as much, and I think that helped me a lot, because I had to step up on my game. Because at first I was like, man, I can't do this without Josh. And then over the years and months, I just like started to like get it more and more and more, and then I started to just have banger after banger after banger. So that's where we at now. And at first it really started picking up. Like at first I was like, it was 10 followers, then 50, then 100, then 200, then 300. Then brother Reza Islam reposts 100 this day, 100 that day. Brother Ben reposts 100 that day, 100 that day. Next thing you know, I'm at 1,000 in like a month, I want to say. And then at the peak, I was going up like 50 to 100 a day, and then I capped out probably at like 1,700, and now I'm sitting at just around like 2,100. So it's making it happen.
All praises due. Okay, so that's phenomenal. Now my question for you is: are you saying that? Because I see some parallel with the podcast. Because I started the podcast with my sisters, and it was supposed to be 3 of us, but then sister got married, got pregnant, she was out, and next thing I had to do the podcast by myself. So a lot sometimes removes people to force us to grow. So now your comedic partner had to go away to make you stand on your own too. What advice would you give to entrepreneurs or influencers that may be facing adversity and getting put into a position where they're by themselves?
Man, it's all about consistency, for real. Like anybody that tries to do anything, it's like consistency. And I know that's like very everybody says consistency, but that's like the biggest thing. Like, it's even if you're doing like YouTube is very hard to grow on. Like, you'll have like 10 subscribers for like months. But if like that consistency, if you got good content and you pushing it out and for like a couple of years, it may take you 5 years to like for that one post to stick. But right when that stick, you up when all the hard work that you put in is good.
Mm.
It's even like when you owning a business, everybody's not gonna support you off rip. Or people might support you for the first part, but then in that middle area, it's gonna be that hard point. Like, it's like I saw this video, it's like a graph. So basically the graph goes like this, and at around this point is where a lot of people drop off. And then around this point is where it starts to go like this. Because you first having that slow growth, and then you write like this for a while. And then this is like a gray area. It's like, man, it's hard right now. I don't know how I'm gonna keep going. And a lot of people just fall off, and then boom, it's up. So, you know,
Keep going.
that's that point.
All praise due to Allah, yes, sir. All right. So my next question for you, sir, is speaking of adversity, how do you handle people who may have issues with your podcast? Like, how, I mean, with your page?
Man, I think the easiest thing for me was like, I'm not from like a super big city, you know, and I just like I just turned 18, but I've been writing my letter for the past few months, but it just passed at before Savior's Day, and I recited at Savior's Day, so I'm actually the newest member of the Nation of Islam. Just in case y'all didn't, just a fun fact. And the reason I know I am because the processing department, man, and we might not get another new one for the next month, man. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get some right in the Joshua generation. We gonna start getting these people like this. But I am the newest member of the Nation of Islam as of right now. So just being from a small city and like not having that thing where somebody be like, oh, I know your captain, or I know your lieutenant, or you know, it was just easier for me to just go out the box, you know, like I'd make a joke out of it. Like, people got mad at this. We're gonna talk about, ask me this question a little bit down, because we got one meme that like you wasn't around for that one, but it was a fiasco, man. It was a fiasco. But I had one early meme that I made, and somebody had got mad at it. And I just made a joke out of it. I was like, the type of memes they want me to post. I had a picture of like a bean pie half eaten. And it was like, point of view takes a bite of the bean pie. And then it was a picture of a bean pie half eaten. And the caption was like, they want me to post memes like this. But one thing of advice I'll give to like people in my generation, older people are not always gonna like understand what we're doing. As long as you're not like breaking any restrictive laws, doing nothing crazy, sometimes you gotta like push that barrier. You know what I'm saying? Because if the barrier is right here and you push it back here, and then you get stopped right here and they push it back, you still got all this space to work with. But if you're inching up and then they hit you right here, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? So I think with me, I just had to push the barrier. And they might push me back right here, but I still got all this to work with. You know, so I know what's good. I know I can make a little meme like this and not get too much pushback, you know?
All praises due to Allah. Okay, my sisters are tapping in, who are they're the reason that this interview happened by the grace of Allah, because of their support for you, because they showed love. Like, they was like, my sisters Miriam and Naima say assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam, y'all. The first meme that they showed me of yours was when you come downstairs. It's like a Family Matters meme. You come downstairs and the minister left, and you on the E team, and the minister left the day. And I laughed so hard. I was like, who is behind this page? And I was going to DM the page. I was going to DM you and be like, yo, who is this funny? Because I had to figure out who's. And then I found you 17. Sister Jalila says, assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. My sister Miriam says, you're funny, bro. I mean, literally, natural sense of humor. And on behalf of myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast, please never allow anyone to kill your spirit or stick a needle in your brain, bro. You are yourself. And when I saw you at Savior's Day, I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's funny. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I get it. All right. Naima said, please let the brothers know his Family Matters meme is the funniest thing she's ever seen. Yes, Naima, I'm aware that it was the funniest meme. It was good. Okay. And Sister Lila says, Assalamu alaikum. All right. Okay, so now back to the memes and your sense of humor. How did you have such a sense of humor? Is going to MUI? How was your experience at MUI?
MUI, man. Shout out to Sabora. Shout out to my minister, Minister Sabora. Sabora is his wife. Shout out to Brother Salih. He's in LA now. And as a matter of fact, Brother Salih, just because you moved to LA don't mean you can forget about Oakland. You are always. I just want him to know that, you know. And when the minister give you that phone call in the next few years and say, brother, I need you to go up to Oakland and relieve your father because he has done a great work for this city. I'm going to look you in your face and I'm going to say, welcome back home.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it. You know, MUI, it's always been great, man. I used to get in trouble every day. Let's just get that out the way right now. I used to get in trouble every day. I used to not know, but now that I'm older and more mature, I look back and be like, dang, man, we was wilding, you know? We used to wild out. Like it was a righteous wild out. It wasn't in there fighting or cussing out teachers like wilding out how they do in some public schools. But it was like a righteous type of wilding out, you know? Like I remember like some days we just be bored. We'd be like, what if we pulled the basketball court into the mosque and then just started playing and acting like nothing was wrong? Like we just have thoughts like this. It just be wilding out. But it was great, you know, like seeing it, like working with children now, because I have an internship working with children, seeing how like difficult it is for some of them to do math, like at a like a fifth grade level, fourth grade level, and seeing how like when I was younger, Sister Linda, that's one of the, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the greatest elementary teacher in the history of the Nation of Islam. Sister Linda Muhammad, she's an elementary teacher at Oakland MUI or MUI West now. She used to give us like tedious amounts of work, but it really helped shape my mathematical skills, because it's like I'd be in second grade doing third grade work, third grade doing fourth grade work, fourth grade work doing fifth grade work. Like I knew how to do long division by like third grade, and there's some children that can't even do that in eighth grade. And I really just thank her for that. But growing up at MUI, it was always, I used to always not want to go there. Don't we all? You know, we don't got no basketball team. We don't got no football team. We can't do all of that. But I accept it more now because it's really just about growing, man. Because, you know, they didn't have all that when it was they first opened up MUI. And like if we have a problem with us not having like some type of basketball team because we don't want them to be focused too much on that, or we can't afford it, then that's on us, the next generation, to add it to the school. So when it's time for us to take over MUI, we can add all the things that we didn't have and give us all the resources, you know?
All praises due to Allah. Yes, sir. You teach it. And then my sister Miriam said salute to MUI. For sure. We all, you know, all my siblings went to MUI. They were all good students. I was the bad, you know, the wild one, and, you know, whatever. Boom, boom. Shout out to Righteous Child for being a reflection. Let me know I wasn't the only one who, you know, was trying to Muslim wild out or whatever.
Wild out.
My sister Naima says teach and grow. Absolutely. Okay. So now let's get to this meme. What's the infamous meme? Put me on, because I'm new to your channel.
Man. So you know that video of Future when he was like, she belonged to the streets. Like no, it was Young Thug. He was like, she belongs to the streets. So you know, I'm on my high horse. You know, I say, you know what? This would be a funny meme. Surely nobody would get mad at this. Surely this is general knowledge. Surely the MGT will be happy about this. Surely the FOI already are happy about this, you know? Are you married, brother?
No, sir.
Well, when you do get married, you marry in an MGT, right?
Absolutely.
Come on now. So I posted a meme and it said, is she not an MGT? And then the brother was like, she belonged to the streets. Man, when I tell you, I might get a phone call for what I'm about to say. I ain't never had so many feminazis hit me up. It was bad, brother. Brother, it got so bad. Before I even revealed like who I was, they called my mom, man. They called my mom.
That's your mom. They called your mom.
They called mom, man.
Okay.
They called mom. He was like, delete that meme. I was like, ah. They got me. They got me. Man, that meme, that took a turn for Righteous Child, man. There was so many think pieces on that meme, man. I never saw so many. Man, man, you had to be there. You had to be there. It was a civil war.
It was a civil war. Okay.
Civil war.
But you survived. You still here holding it down.
Yeah, I survived, man. It was hard. I got a couple battle scars though. Got a couple battle scars. We got a few ones. Like that's one of the ones that had to go to like the box. You know, I got a box of memes that I haven't released. That's like, this is wilding out. This is like on the brink of wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it in the box just in case one day I want to be like, you know what? Hey, boom. You know, I may just drop one today for the for brother Joshua. I may say, hey man, in honor of me being on brother Joshua's podcast, I gotta drop one from the Wild and Out box. Boom. We're gonna drop it right now.
Nah, don't try to put that on me.
We dropping it right now. I think I got it in here too. Keep asking, we keep going though.
Drop that on me.
It's just a quick couple of posts.
Okay, so Jalila said the meme was funny. Mariah said Assalamu alaikum salam. And Mimi says comedy gets people in their feelings. They will be okay. You see they're attacking Chris Rock today. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So Sasha Smith just says that was funny though. You know, people showing you love. Okay, we have a few more questions for our brother, Brother Saladin, aka Righteous Child. But we have a quick 60-second commercial break for all of the sponsors of the People's Podcast. Please let us know, continue to know your questions for our brother, and so we can promote his channel on Instagram. It is the funniest channel on Instagram. Make sure we all support it. Hold on one second, brother. We're coming right back.
Television and film editing. Please reach out to him if you need any of those services. Sister Miriam's ABC I Love Me, children's book and coloring book, and now Spanish book. All three available on Amazon.com. Sister Naima's Stay on Point Dance Academy, LLC. She teaches ballet virtually to young girls all across the country, right here in the studios of Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Henry Carter's King Henry Turkey Legs, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Brother Rashad Muhammad's COVID-19 Disinfected Cleaning Services out of Chicago. Student Minister Sharif Muhammad's book, A Soldier in the Movement of Christ, available on adulsharif.com. And lastly, Brother Joshua Muhammad's book, Cleopatra, as well as No Father, No Excuse, both available on Amazon.
Right to our brother. Okay. Brother Saladin, so my sister Naima wants to know, how do your parents feel about your page?
My dad follows the page. He loves it. I don't really know how my mom feels about the page. All I know is about that phone call. I don't know if she pays attention to it that much. But my dad, he likes to post and stuff like that.
Shout out to the fathers who understand. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Now the dads get it, man. Well, what Kanye say? He said, love my mama, but sometimes dad was right. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I mean, brother, how have we not met before? I mean, I don't. How was this our first Savior's Day communicating? I mean, we got to do better. I can't believe we never connected. All right, so listen, I want to make sure everybody follows our brother's page, Righteous Child. Okay, so what is your trajectory for yourself in the future? Are you going into acting, comedy, influencing? And what's the future?
After every Savior's Day since I've been 16, because I never, you can't expect everybody to understand. There's some young brothers that'll be like, oh, I love what the minister said today, and they're making their parents happy and stuff, but you don't really understand what's going on until you're about 15, 16. I didn't understand. I was at every single mosque meeting growing up, but I never really understand what's going on until I was about 15, 16 and appreciating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it's after these last few Savior's Days, I really felt I heard something. I've always, even being on post and not being able to hear a lot, I always heard what was meant for me, you know? And I think this Savior's Day, the main thing for me is I want to be Saladin full time. I don't want to have to do this on the side and then work this long and do all this that I don't really like doing and then has a small amount of time. I want to be able to sustain myself nicely, not just make a little bit of money. I want to be making over 100,000 just being myself and doing me. You know what I'm saying? Some people's goals is to you know what I'm saying, make $1 million. My goal is to drop out of college. Okay. It's I like what I do. It's I got my brand and I like fashion, you know what I'm saying? I got a few things coming out from my brand and stuff like that, but I want to get into making videos. I want to have an Around the Nation series where I go to different cities and do different things with the brothers out there and then rate foods with them and stuff like that, and have a little clip of Sunday lecture at the end every time, just stuff like that, going around and just doing things and innovating in the nation, you know? Because at first when I started my business, I was I wasn't expecting any real help from people around me, Muslim people like me. It was more about trying to get people on the outside to buy my stuff. But after Savior's Day, I brought 25 hoodies with me and sold out in a day and a half, just word of mouth. So I thought about it. I was I'm not coming out with corny clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out real articulated stuff, high quality, really like thought through designs. It's like say if I got 100 people in the nation, it's over 10,000 of us, 15 plus thousand. Let's say I got 100 people. It was just all say it's all youth or just people that like stuff, and 100 of them just bought one item a month. 50. It's usually like 65, 70, but I charge 50 for Savior's Day. That's like it's like 60K a year because 100 people, 50, about 60K a year.
Okay.
And then I get all my free time, and that's just off my nation people. Now, let's say I get 50 lost towns of people from outside buying my stuff, the same thing. That's 90K a year now. And let's say I walk away with 45. I can sustain myself with that. Number one, I'd rather make 40, walk away with 45,000 a year, being able to live my life how I want to live it and like innovate and be like around my nation people all the time, than having to take half of my days to do like a bunch of other stuff and then get a little bit of time to like really be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like that's basically my main thing right now. Like as I go around the country, because like they want me to come out to New York when they have this little event. I don't know if it's public yet, but they're having like a little event with Minister Ishmael, and they want me to come out there. So like I want to go out there. I want to go stay in Chicago for a couple weeks. I'm coming to Atlanta next month.
Okay.
A photo shoot. I definitely got to tap in with the bros out there.
Yes, sir.
You know, just like moving around and just like experiencing different things and being myself, you know? So that's my main thing now.
All praise due to Allah. Yes, sir. Well, let us know whatever we can do to support you. We can. And if you sold out 25 hoodies, you said one day?
Yeah, like a day and a half.
A day and a half. So picture if you had gave me one free hoodie just to wear, walk around campaign, you would sold out one in 10 minutes. I was like, come on, like, what we talking about?
I don't know what size you wear.
Man, well, you know, I mean, probably like an extra large shit, you know, I'm as tall as LeBron James shit, but, you know, we'll work something out. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you know offline, you know, we'll get something.
Text me, man, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's an extra small, just like, you know, man, you know, Allah made us all equal. You know how that go. You know how that
yes,
go.
Sir. Yes, sir. Okay, hey. So my question for you is, favorite album? I gotta ask you, what's your favorite album of all time?
Favorite album all time? Damn, we coming out with hard questions, man. I thought this was gonna be easy. You testing me. Let me whip out my Apple Music now. Man, I'm gonna just say the easy answer, man. My favorite artist right now is this sister named Pink Panthers, man. Like I'm gonna say to hell with it by her. Like if I could listen to that at any time, because like her music is just like, she's my favorite artist right now because her music is just calm and I like to just vibe out sometimes. I love me some rap music, man. Am I able to say the N-word?
Yes, sir.
I love me some nigga music, man. I love me some nigga music, man. I'll wake up in the morning listening to some young boy. Come on now. Like every once in a while, I want to relax, you know what I'm saying? I like to listen to me a little bit of Tame Impala, you know, a little bit of Larry June, some.
Okay, you up on Larry June. Okay, you up on Larry June.
Like, you know what I'm saying? A little Pink Panthers here and there don't hurt. So that's probably my favorite album right now. Or let's say of all time, I'm going to say Astroworld. Because I'm a big Travis Scott fan. Let's say
Astroworld. Can't go wrong with
Astroworld.
Perfect. All right. Now, I mean, you're from Oakland, so that's why you up on Larry June. Because I'm like, man, when I'm listening to Larry June, I'm like, nobody knows what I'm talking about. I be tweeting his lyrics and everything. I'm like,
ain't hip. I was listening to 2 Peas in a Pod all Savior's Day.
Yeah.
Like the one thing about owning a business, man, you gotta, when you doing something legal, it's fun to listen to music about people that's hustling. Like I was on my for the past few months, I was listening to a lot of drug dealer music because it's like I'm dealing, but I'm dealing legally. You know what I'm saying? But it's still putting me in that mindset of getting it out. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like it's been a whole lot of pimp music in the past month, man. Like 2 Peas in the Pod, you know. It's like them interludes. I be getting in them. Like I be
yes, sir.
I'm like, woo.
Listen, I wore a Breaking Bad shirt to the drill competition because that's how I'm feeling with my podcast. I feel like this is I got this thing. I got this something for the people, and I'm about to hit y'all with it, and everybody don't understand. But I'm like, nah, this is pure. I'm telling y'all, this people podcast. This is the year.
Make the whole block.
Exactly. I'm like, this is the year we going up. They're gonna be like, oh, I see what Josh was saying. I see what he was saying. Yeah, we going with it. But and people are showing you love in the comments. Lord, they finna call his mom again. That's what Sasha Smith said. Naima said she's weak. But everybody's showing you love. Okay, so you want to sustain yourself with your how can we support your business? What is it called and how can we support it?
Man, my business is called Angelic Individuals. The IG is angelic.individuals. As of right now, I got a clearance sale going on. Don't worry about any of that. It's like more of like holiday stuff. It's not really nothing y'all will want, but I'm coming out with some new stuff. Like for my chapter 2, it's gonna be called Angels Dominion. I got some hard stuff coming out. A lot of the stuff you all saw like Savior's Day, like these oh, grab my back.
Okay, he's getting the
Assalamu alaikum, Bubba.
I can't see it. I can't see it. Your background. Oh, okay. Okay, I see it. I can't. Now I can't hear you, bro. Now it's like your sound went out right then. Your sound went out right soon. Like it's like you moved something and the mic went out or something.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so like I got these monochrome hoodies coming out basically. So I got this gray one that's on my neck right now. You're just in this, brother. All clubs general orders in effect. Hey, that was a good one, huh?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Hey, but then I got a pink one I'm coming out with, purple one I'm coming out with, and then this one everybody going crazy for. I got the Phenom thing. So basically, just I'm basically trying to get on my whole monochrome things. I haven't really seen a lot of people do it, so I'm trying to do it the best, you know. And then after that, I'm focused on like real pieces, like track jackets, not track jackets where it's like runners, but like racer jackets, like leather racer jackets. I'm trying to come out with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like knitted pants, like stuff that's hard, like real fashion stuff, you know. But I'm gonna always have the simple stuff for everybody, you know. And if my price is ever like, you know, 65 plus, just DM me. You a nation, baby, or from somebody nation, register. Come on now, just DM me. You get it for the 50 ball. That's okay. My nation price, the 50 ball. You know, and that's that simple. We gonna get 100. The minister won 10,000 fearless. I just want 100. You know, 100 of them. Only got to support me once a month. You know, and you getting some swag in exchange. So you gonna walk around and be like, oh, she got the new angelic individuals on. Like, come on now, you see this drip?
Yes, sir. Yes, quality. Sir.
It's high. You see this? You see this embroidery? And it's hard coming from me. I ain't gonna lie. Come on now. Yeah, that's it.
I look forward to. I know my family's gonna support you. I know the viewers of the People's Podcast, especially once you put on Facebook, but especially once you put this on YouTube, we're gonna support a young man who independent, self-motivated entrepreneur. Let's support him. We're witnessing happiness and enthusiasm in a world where they're trying to kill your dreams, bro. Kill our dreams, but specifically an 18-year-old black man. Come on, bro. We gotta support you and show love to you. So we definitely gonna do that. And when you come to Atlanta, I'm telling you, all it takes is one picture. You're gonna be like, Josh told me. That's it. That's all it takes. Literally. Look.
We'll be there from the 18th to like the 22nd. We gotta lock in.
Done deal. Yes, sir. All right, my sister Miriam says, definitely gonna support little bro. And so Smidget says facts. All right, excellent. If there's one thing that you want people to remember or to know about you who don't know, like this is our first time seeing you, who didn't get a chance to see you at Savior's Day, what is that you want them to know about not just your business, but your comedy, your page?
The FOI on squares. That's probably my main thing, you know, because growing up, people think you get registered, you got to be some type of robot. But it's like the mention said, be yourself. If you being somebody else, that's not Islam, you know. And one thing I know, shout out to my first officer, Brother Carlton. I watched him join the nation in 2018. He came in, had a big beard, and they made him cut off that beard. He didn't want to cut it off, and now he's the first officer of the Maz, soldier for real. Like, he a cool dude. Like all the youth want to hang around with him, you know. And it's just about I want to be like him when I'm in a position of power, you know, because he puts all the youth. He got the youth on post. He got the youth coming out with him, selling the final call, helping him out, coming over to his shop. He doing for self with his wife. He's married. They got their own restaurant in Oakland called Eat to Live not Eat to Live Cafe. It's called Baby Bean Pie, but it's How to Eat to Live Cafe. It's like they doing it big, and it's like, you know, I want to be like that. You know, I want to be like a robot, you know, and I want the youth to know if they get registered, they don't got to be a robot. Like Brother Hadari in Chicago, I went to school with him. He basically we was talking about why we got registered. He was basically saying like he saw a lot of people around him not getting registered. And that's how it was in my city. It's people that go to MUI They go out and become a thug, and then they next thing you know, they're either dead or in jail. And it's like we can't be having that going on, you know what I'm saying? Because if we stay together, we cooling, man. Like you don't gotta be drinking or smoking or messing with women, man. We could hang out together. We could go bowling, go have some fun. We go, you know what I'm saying, have a little Negro. We go find us a little, parking lot, swerve around with some cars. Like, man, as long as we ain't hurting nobody, because man, if we together, we cooling, man. You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, join the FOI, find you a little group, be cool. That's all. That's basically the big thing for me. Like, I just want everybody to know that I was myself. If I was going today, Saladin was himself.
Oh, praises due to Allah. Yes, sir. So are you saying, I like that quote because that's a quote that I live by. The FOI aren't square.
Not squares, bro. Not squares.
Yes, sir. That's a motto for me. Any of the homies, the squad, the drill team, they knew. Josh didn't believe in that. Oh no, we don't. Hey, everybody come different backgrounds and stuff. Be yourself, be cool. Because nobody pour more than us when we go to the mall. Like, we the coolest people. Like, hey, you don't want to be with us? Y'all lame. Y'all trying to impress them to get the women. The women want to be with the FOIs. Like, I don't know. Man,
they attracted to the righteousness. Come on now.
Listen, it is what it is.
I have power to know what I'm saying. You know.
Yes, sir. Well, may Allah continue to bless you in your spirit. Shout out to your parents. I know that a lot. They're happy with you and what they produce. Do you have siblings or is just you by yourself?
Oh yeah, I got like 4 siblings.
Okay, well, shout out to your siblings as well. May Allah continue to bless you, holding it down out there in the West Coast in the Bay Area. May Allah continue to bless you. I look forward to when you come to Atlanta. Man, I'm honored to have met you at Savior's Day and shout out to your page, your business. Now I know why Jamie had your hoodie on. First I was like, I don't know what Jamie wearing some random thing, but I was like, I get it now. Now I met you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off for the People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you all for watching. Can't wait to put this on YouTube. There we go.